Hello, Abraxas here, and we're playing some Space Engine. So, let's go exploring. So, I hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, which is pretty amazing. All those people putting, hashtag #GetAbraxas to 1,000 subs before 2017, or whatever variants of that, I guess. Well, it happened, so, really awesome. Oh, I forgot about this beautiful galaxy that's next to it, too. At the edge of a star cluster as well. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Nice. And I think I have the auroras turned up as well. But yeah, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and another little milestone that I did not actually mention in any of my recent videos is I also hit 100,000 views, so very nice. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys. Again, I don't know how to feel about all this, only because I was just uploading crap videos like when I first started. I still upload crap videos. I don't even know what I'm saying there, but yeah, I just upload kind of crap videos, and I don't know, people like them and watch them. I don't know how to feel. I already got a message asking me if I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't have the money to do that, and yeah, I don't know. Is that music a little bit too loud? It might be. Let me just turn that down ever so slightly. There we go. And, yeah, just, thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. That actually, gets me up the next tier of creators or something like that. I think Opal is what it's called. Not that that really means anything. It just means I get additional, like, partner benefits and stuff like that. And the first partner benefit is they broke my, ability to actually contact partner support with YouTube, so I mean that's great. Also it hung at like 999 subscribers like for a few hours yesterday, or pretty much all afternoon. I don't know if that was some verification process, but I've gotten like 10 plus comments of people saying, "Oh my god, I'm the 1,000 subscriber," and it's, I don't know who actually is, to be honest. Actually keeping track of who subscribed when I got 1,000th, and I don't get actually an email for every single subscriber. It skips some for some reason. I think because they have their subscriptions hidden on their channel pages or something like that. Something to do with that, but yeah, nonetheless, 1,000 subs. Very awesome. Actually, I'm already at 1,028 as of this video, I think. As of the start of this video. It might change by the end of the video. And yeah, it's already like closing it. It's already going up, not closing it, going up to 1,100, so it's going quick. I finally did something I was wanting to do for a little while now, is change my artwork on my channel. I wouldn't say it's any better or anything, it's just changed, different. I have this thing where I like to change things a lot, and I did that. And, okay, yeah, there is a bunch of galaxies around here. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any galaxies in the background. It's kind of a lone galaxy. Oh, that's kind of a cool galaxy. Anyway, yeah, I know I'm kind of stalling a lot. It's because I don't know really what to say. I don't plan to do a giveaway. That's not gonna happen. I don't have the money for that. And I don't know what I'd give away. Like, it would be very cool if I could, like, get a hold of the makers of, like, Universe Sandbox 2 or something like that and give away a free copy, but I doubt my channel's really big enough for them to actually care. And if so, then, well, I haven't attempted to contact them about anything like that, and I don't think I would reach out to them for that. Like, if they wanted to reach out to me and possibly give me like a free copy of Universe Sandbox 2 to give away, like every once in a while or something like that, that would be very cool. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be happening anytime soon. But yeah, I got not too many suggestions. Actually, no, there is quite a few suggestions. So we'll start with heavy weapons guy. Let's go ahead and paste this in. He says Earth orbiting a gas giant. Warm Terra. No life. Like Earth, it actually has that blue terrain. You see the reflection of the gas giant right here, though. There, nice blue gas giant, actually. And is that the Magellanic Cloud? Those are the Magellanic Clouds. This is the Milky Way, isn't it? Okay, I think the star cluster was just throwing me off. Wow, the game already crashed. I'm like only 5 minutes into this video. Okay, well let me just relaunch that real quick. Loading stars, loading blah blah, there we go. It's up. Oh, I'm shocked that already crashed my game. Alright, let's head back over there, get rid of that question mark. And here we go. So this is from Heavy Weapons Guy. And yeah, he says Earth orbiting a gas giant. I don't think it looks very much like Earth. It has like bluish terrain, and the composition is way off in the atmosphere there. Has twice the pressure. Size, it's actually half the size of Earth. So the ESI on this planet should be rather low, but it's actually up to 78, so a little bit higher than I thought. And it kind of looks like Pac-Man, as you can see there, because of the shadow. So that was a Pac-Man shadow. So where is the star? Oh, is that the star? Looks like a white main sequence star, possibly. White subgiant. Let's check that out. Okay, so nothing unusual. It actually has like the same texture as the sun. Oh well, check out this gas giant. It actually has like a very dark color to it, I guess. How far is this away from the planet? Semi-major axis, or the star, I mean. Semi-major axis of 7.56 astronomical units. You'd think it'd be like a little bit brighter than this, but I guess not. It's a very nice looking gas giant for sure. I don't think it has like the fancy detail layer though. Like it's like super bumpy. Oh, you can actually see it rotating under us because I actually do have time moving. Very cool. Let's try to slow down a little bit and fly into this cloud layer. It still does that thing where you can kind of see through the clouds, and it does like this weird effect. So, very nice. There's actually a second Terra orbiting here. Wait a minute. This is not the one we were just on. It has a different shadow. This one has more purplish terrain, I think. Let's just smack right into that. Oh yeah, this is kind of more purple colored. Let's go back to the other one, which is right over here next to it. Which, yeah, is more bluish in color. The atmospheric compositions are actually slightly different. Very odd. I like the clouds on this one, though. It's really nice and detailed, as you can see here. And there's that big, beautiful gas giant in the sky. And what's that? Is that the other Terra? No, that's actually the desert. Okay, there's a desert over there. Very cool. There's like three kind of worlds like orbiting around this gas giant. Very nice. You can see all three of them from this desert right here. You can see the two lovely Terras over there in the sky. Very nice, I like that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from, let's see. The Black Box 101 wants me to go to the Pleiades stars and the planets in orbit. Okay, so let's just go through a quick run through of the Pleiades Nebula. There it is. And here we go. Did I actually get that at the correct angle? No, it needs to be like kind of over here to the left of the Orion Nebula and probably rotate it around like this. That's looking almost correct. I feel like that should be over here on the left. In this angle. Almost there. Not quite. Yeah, it's not quite the angle that I want. Maybe if I rotate around like this, it'll look correct. No. Can't quite get it correct, but let's go ahead and check out one of these stars. And here we go. Looks like we have a cold desert right here. Cold desert as well. Oh, it's got some polar caps too. It's kind of like a gray Mars, I would say, but with clouds. Oh, look at that. Snow caps. Oh, the cloud layer is like super low to the ground, I think. Yeah, check that out. One thing I noticed about this game is it's not very good at showing the scale of these planets. By that I mean like the textures seem low resolution, kind of. Like this volcano is incredibly huge. This is a massive volcano. And a bugged out one, but we don't talk about that. Something like this. Well, what's the diameter of this planet first of all? Okay, so something like this little valley here basically be like the span of like California where I'm circling or something like that. Or maybe something like this polar cap here would be like equivalent to like Antarctica. Like these are huge. These are guesstimates, by the way. Like these are very big regions. But the game doesn't really show it like that. When you actually land here, you think that it's just like a mountain, but no. Each one of these hills would be like a mountain range in size. These are crazy huge. This is like a massive salt lake. This would be like a salt lake in like the center of like, I don't know, Utah or something like that. It's huge. Because you gotta realize this planet is like the scale of ours. It's almost as big as Earth. So something like that's gotta be really large. So these valleys and stuff here between these mountains would be very big. What is that orbiting in the sky right there? Oh, look at that. I think this is a dual planetary system. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is another desert, I assume. A very beautiful blue desert, too. Really nice. If you guys want to visit this, the IDs are up in the top left corner, as always. Look at the polar cap on this one. Nice, and I love the clouds on it. Much more like defined clouds than the other one. And over there, I think you can see the Andromeda galaxy. Hello, Andromeda. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from... Let's see if I can find it. Ah yes, Jacob Plays, and he wants me to visit random star 84063. Is this actually going to load? I don't think that ID is correct. I don't think this will load. No, it didn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like a full ID. That's unfortunate, so I'm going to have to skip that one. Got one from Andrew here. Random star cluster, don't know why. But I like desert planets like that. Look, you even have cool view there. Okay. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, and also, if it seems like my voice is all messed up, I did mention it yesterday, I am sick right now, so... Yeah, my throat's all thrown out. Okay. Looks like we're in an elliptical galaxy. Central black hole, if I were to make a guess. No, that's actually a star. Okay, so I don't think there's any clouds or atmosphere on this desert. Actually, there's a little bit of atmosphere. Not very much, though. And we have a beautiful view of the star cluster. Let's turn on the, that's not here, it's in the video settings. Somebody mentioned something about auto exposure. I showed it a little bit in my last video. Let's turn that on. Oh yeah, you can still see a lot of stars in the sky. Very cool. Very nice. And let me sit up here. Okay, so random star cluster. Yeah, it's just a simple desert. Has a diameter of 7,913 kilometers. That is 62% of that of Earth. Has some rather toxic atmosphere. Has a rather toxic atmosphere that you probably don't want to breathe. And orbits roughly, actually near the same area as Mars. Very interesting. Very cool. Apparently it has 13 moons. That is this world. So it has 2 Solana moons. And I assume a bunch of small asteroids. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. The next one he suggested was NGC 4039. He says it's a nice collision, so a galactic collision. Let's check it out. Yeah, that is very cool. Obviously, the texture for this was made to look like the galaxies were actually colliding. Look how it's actually twirling up into the other one a little bit too. Like you can see, it was more visible on this side. You can see that it looks like it's almost being like pulled up slightly into that one, and you can see kind of an arm branching off towards that central black hole over there. Wow, that's actually a really nicely illustrated like galactic collision. A lot of them is just 2 galaxies kind of shoved inside each other, 2 of the standard galaxy textures. This one's obviously designed for the collision. So I assume this one must have like some significance of being like a prime example of a galactic collision for the maker of this game to actually go out of his way to actually illustrate this one this way. Very nice. So let's check out the suggestion from Derpsauce Gaming. He says, it is a very snowy Terra with life. It was a suggestion he messed up on apparently in the last video. Let's go ahead and check that out. This galaxy is very blue. This is not the Milky Way, I don't think. Andromeda. Okay, that makes sense. So, is it tidally locked? Must be tidally locked with something else. Maybe that gas giant there? Perhaps this is a moon. Yeah, it is a moon. So, Terra with life, tidally locked with that distant gas giant way over there. Very cool. Oh, and another thing I wanted to ask you guys is, do you guys want me to do more like Beauty of SpaceEngine and all those kind of like 4K videos and artsy kind of videos and stuff? I only kind of made them because they were a quick video, kind of fun to make, just messing around with editing and stuff like that. And I know I haven't done one of those in a while. I've been doing a lot of Universe Sandbox 2, mainly because, well, that's what people want, and it's super easy for me to actually do. It requires like basically no effort at all. It requires like 10 to 20 minutes of recording, sometimes 30 minutes. Like 10 to 15 minutes of editing, and then I have to make a thumbnail and upload it. Takes no time at all. Like I said, I don't get paid much from YouTube, really, at all. In fact, this isn't even really worth my time. I just do it for fun. And yeah, basically Universe Sandbox 2 is kind of the one that makes sense for how much I get paid and stuff. And then I started playing Dead Space. I'll probably have another video of that up today. I just haven't really got around to playing it yesterday, or possibly the day before. I forget when I uploaded the first one. And the second one. So yeah, there will definitely be more Dead Space. I know that didn't get a lot of views, but I mean, like I've said many times, this is my channel. I upload what I want. I'm not just gonna do only Universe Sandbox 2 stuff. I think that'd be pretty lame. And I'm seeing some type of unique terrain here. We got this nicely eroded hill here. We have these peaks from the poles. We're used to seeing that. Common, we see this a lot. Like this jagged, messed up terrain from the polar caps. Then I'm seeing things like this. And that's actually a normal looking mountain. Actually, it's a really cool looking mountain. It's got like layers and stuff going up here, so you got like you could pave a road on this and have like a cliff edge there. That actually looks very natural. I like the way that looks. It up between like some nice eroded mountain terrain with like the canyon terrain or something. It makes this really cool effect. Big fan of that. That's actually really nice. And that might just be a thumbnail right there. Very cool. Yeah, I love the way the mountain's actually generated on this world. It's doing like this weird layer thing, which is awesome. And all the erosion just makes these hills look very nice. So, is that our life texture right there? It might be. Let's check out some of these green areas, such as over here. Okay, so I'm seeing kind of a winded terrain generation. And the grass texture. Is there any other life textures on this world? Looks like it's just primarily the grass texture. Okay, well, nonetheless, very nice world. What color is this water? I can't tell if that's blue or just like dull gray. Close might have hitting the water. 7 kilometers apparently. Okay, so it's actually a really nice shade. Fan of that shade of blue. That's like a cyan or something like that. No, maybe not cyan. Cyan's brighter than that. Cobalt? Maybe. I'm a big fan of this world. I think it looks very nice. The mountains are generated really nicely. I love the color of the water, and it has a lot of polar, or not polar caps. Well, it does have polar caps, but it has like a lot of snow caps on the mountains. So this is definitely my kind of Terra. I would probably just prefer one thing, and that would be for the atmosphere to be a slightly different color. But very nice nonetheless. Let's go ahead and check out the next suggestion, which once again is from Derpsauce Gaming. Which he has 2 more suggestions, which I'll go ahead and visit both of them, since there's not too many suggestions today, and this one that we're visiting right now, this world, is the one that he actually made a mistake on in the last video. So, here we go. Cool desert. So I'm seeing some grayish, greenish rings. A little bit of green here and a little bit of gray there. Looks like we're in the Andromeda Galaxy, and there's one of its elliptical galaxies. And it looks like we have a purple crater right here. Is that filled with like a cloud? No, that's actually just the color of the terrain. Very odd. Got some winded sand here. So that's just a weird purple crater, I guess. It looks like it's almost like as if a cloud was like overlapping through the crater, but I guess not. In fact, I don't think there's any clouds on this world. Almost looks more like a savanna than a desert, though. Sedimentary cliffside texture. And some flaky dirt, I guess, or flaky rocks, perhaps. And a very thin blue atmosphere. Very, very thin, in fact. The wonderful rings. And there's apparent... Oh, okay. This is a binary system. It's 2 planets, it looks like. Is it? No, that's just technically a moon. A little pink moon. Really, really pink moon. This one is a warm desert, and I just crashed right into it. Sorry, passengers, I just dove-bombed this ship straight into the surface of this planet. So, we got some tall mountains here. Sedimentary rock texture. And I like the way that star looks through the pink atmosphere. Let me go into the thicker portion real quick. Gives the star kind of a pinkish tinge. I like that, that's very nice. I imagine the sunset on this world is actually going to be green, as it typically is for pink worlds. Oh yep, look at that. Nice vibrant lime green sunset. And there's the desert with a lovely ring there. And is that Triangulum or the Milky Way? Triangulum, okay. And this one definitely has some volcanic activity going on. Being caused by tidal forces of that planet tugging on it, keeping it molten in the core. Who knows? But, very nice suggestion. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. Also, he's saying this planet is like Duna from Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so this next planet has an ESI of 94%. Let's go ahead and check it out. They're just kind of hanging out in the Andromeda Galaxy, aren't they? Organic, multicellular, marine and terrestrial life. CO2 and oxygen. Temperature 21 degrees. Greenhouse effect 10 degrees. Diameter 9,975 kilometers. 78% of that of Earth. And of course, ESI of 94%. So, let's see what life textures we have here. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe. Looks like a life texture almost blended with rocks. I've definitely seen this one before. That's like the kind of dried area. You can see the dirt there and like trees with shadows and stuff. But it's a nice dark green color, so it's a little bit different than normal. Lovely detailed cloud layer. And the aurora. And of course, the lovely nighttime view of Andromeda, wherever it might be. These thick clouds, but you can see Andromeda there. These clouds actually look very cool. Let's see what the sunset looks like with these clouds. Oh, we're kind of at the sunset. Oh, I think it just went underwater. Yeah, check this out. Very nice looking. And we got some lovely eroded hills, it looks like, with, I think actually that same layering effect going on the sides of the hills. Very cool. So yeah, I would say that's actually a very nice Terra. And I do like that it doesn't have like the tan atmosphere. It actually has kind of just a desaturated gray, I guess. Not really much color to the atmosphere at all. And here's some green mountains with some kind of water erosion going down the sides of the hills. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion. Jackson Morris says, Abraxas, can you leave a download link to SpaceEngine down in the description? I link the SpaceEngine website in every video. I might have missed a few videos in the past, but most of my videos will have either... No, it just links to the English version of the SpaceEngine website. From the homepage, you can click the download button and then grab your own copy. It's not very difficult. So the next suggestion is from Jason, Jasyn, Jason? Just sign? I don't know. Don't know how that would be pronounced. Black hole orbits around the star. Actually, the star is what orbits. Oh, really? Andrew's one who said, it's a star that orbits. He said, never mind, they orbit, Berry Center. Okay, so they orbit around a central point. Let's see. Here we go, a blue supergiant. It's a blue supergiant. Let's see if I can spot the black hole. Doesn't appear so. Go ahead and take a look at this black hole. And let's bring up our orbit maps. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out here. And no, they orbit this point right here. This is actually a relatively small black hole, in fact. The diameter is 61 kilometers, so what would that be? About the compression of maybe the sun? Not a very big black hole. In fact, if I were to put it next to a planet, something... Well, every planet in our solar system would easily be bigger than 61 kilometers. This thing's very tiny. But of course, you go anywhere near this, you're going to be shredded apart. So still, infinitely dense. So, there you go. This is actually very common. You find bigger stars in this game. They always seem to have a black hole. Not always, but very commonly they have a black hole orbiting around them. Let's see if I can... I'm sure I have something in my bookmarks here. Let's see. Let's just go to this random star. Yep, it has a black hole orbiting around it. Massive stars like this. I'm not sure what the logic is behind that. And over here there's Aunt Selena. And the star is a diameter of 165 astronomical units, so it's a very, very big star. Impossibly big, but yeah. And what is this? Is this a black hole? Oh yeah, it is a black hole. The black hole actually has its own little subsystem here. Like various planets and stuff. Very nice. So, let's go ahead and check out the next ID, which is from, let's see, Neff Diggity Dog, and he wants me to check out Kepler 47b, the smallest orbit around binary stars. Kepler 47b. Here we go, red dwarf. So it looks like two stars, and where is that smallest orbit? There you are. So this gas giant. Of course, with binary orbits, I can't imagine it's the most stable thing. It probably fluctuates quite a bit. But there you go. That is apparently the closest orbit to a binary star pair system thing. And here it is spinning around. And we got this gas giant over here with a very eccentric orbit. Look at where those auroras are. Look how they just kind of spin around the top there. Oh, another suggestion from Neff Diggity Dog. It says the smallest semi-major axis ratio. Semi-major axis ratio. Be Kepler 16b. 0.70 astronomical units is the semi-major axis. Semi-major axis ratio. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about when you say that. If you want to explain that to me down in the comments, feel free to. I'm not sure what you mean by ratio. Smallest semi-major axis ratio. Is it something that's shown here? I don't think so. Not sure. Would that mean like how round the orbit is, possibly? Like the closest point to the farthest point in the orbit? I don't know. But before I ramble on about this, let's go check out Black Op 345 Gaming suggestion. Where he says, I know I might be breaking the rules, but I have another suggestion. Go to this ID. Has a radius of 0.086 solar radii, or 59,000 kilometers, almost 60,000. Let's go ahead and check this out. That is not pasting. One moment. Let's see if I can paste it now. There we go. Oh. Well, it's not loading. Let's remove this dash. Well, what was that? 2 mass J05 23. $1403. This is the only 23 that I'm seeing here. Yeah, I don't think it's in the catalog. So I'm not gonna be able to load that, I don't think. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's move on to the next suggestion, which is from Flaming Potato. Nice username, and your avatar is literally a flaming potato. Mine is Pluto with sunglasses. Deal with it. So let's see if I can get this copied here. And let's get rid of those extra spaces. Temperate desert with a thick cloud layer and amazing sunset with the right angle. Blue desert here, it looks like. And there's the sun. Let's see if we can get the colors to shift here. Okay, so it looks like it's going to have a red sunset, as you can tell immediately from that. And it should have a thick cloud layer, as he was saying. Let's see. As he was saying, I am very tired and very sick. And I should probably be in bed and not recording videos. Oh well. Okay, so it looks like we have multiple cloud layers, I think. Yeah, we have one down here, another one right there. They're actually kind of nice, bumpy, detailed cloud layers, giving like a really cool looking sunset. It looks like we have like kind of a greenish fade and then dips off to like a red color, I would say. Not really much of an orange. And he said at the right angles, so maybe something like this, but the clouds aren't quite in line with the sun there to actually make a very cool sunset. So let's try a different area of the planet. Like over here where the clouds are kind of thicker. No, the clouds don't want to be very visible for some reason. Maybe right over here. That's kind of working. See if we can get the sun back into view. So there's the stars. Let's remove these orbits. And you kind of see the detailed cloud layer. It's not one to show very vibrantly, but I see what you're talking about. And we got these thick auroras above us. Very cool. So yeah, I can't seem to get the right angle on that. But nonetheless, it is a very beautiful looking blue desert. And it has a diameter of 42% of that of Earth. The atmospheric composition, however, is sulfur dioxide, and the atmosphere is actually relatively thin. Well, actually not that thin. It's about 70% of that of Earth, so not that bad. 14 degrees Celsius. No life. Very cool. Let's go ahead and check out the next suggestion. How long have I been recording? 40 minutes now? Man, I must have been rambling a lot because I'm not actually getting through that many suggestions. But there's not too many to go for. A beautiful Terra. By the way, there's a crater on one of his poles. This is from Mr. Star Wars, by the way. And here we go. Oh. Or not. Are you using an old version of SpaceEngine or something? Because your suggestion's not loading. Let's see if I can get it without that ID there. An orange dwarf. It says a beautiful Terra. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Terra. I'm seeing an Oceania. Any of these a Terra? Any Terras here? Hello? Terras? Nope, none of you are Terras. Anything here a Terra? Nope, not seeing Terras. Well, I said A4. That's a Scorched Ice World. We can check that out. But yeah, I think you're using an old version of SpaceEngine, possibly. Oh, whoa, okay. Look how close this binary orbit is. I think this is a desert? Yeah, it's a cold desert. Scorched desert. It's scorched because these are probably, like, heating each other up with tidal forces. Let's turn off the real planet brightness so we can actually see these worlds. These are just two very distant worlds just kind of orbiting very, very close to each other. So if you want to check these out, the IDs, always, as always, in the top left here. Wow, it has like an orange glow to it. Very nice, but yeah, I think you might be using an old version of SpaceEngine. Make sure you're on the latest version, which is 9.8.0, unless a new version came out and I'm not knowing about it, which I highly doubt's actually happened, so... This one's loading. The quintuple system you suggested, it's the very first quintuple system you said you found, and it's also bearing life. We have a tempered Terra over here with life. To it in the atmosphere. It has a diameter of 7,200 kilometers, as it shows in the top left over here. It has an atmospheric composition of CO2, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. 1.27 atmospheres of pressure, so not too high in pressure. Actually, something I would probably consider livable. It would just kind of feel like a little bit more weight on your shoulders. We got a little bit of grass here, which is kind of weird. It's like a blue and orange color, as you can see there. So, very odd. The temperature is negative 20 degrees Celsius, so it's actually a really cold planet. But very nice looking. A nice, huge polar cap. Very cool. And I think that is the only planet with life in this little section. So we have another suggestion from the Interstellar Storm 4180. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. He says, you don't see that every day. Oh, whoa. Hello. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at this big galaxy in the background here. I don't think that's Milky Way. It's too purple. I think that's just a random galaxy. No, it's NGC 3987. And that name is suggesting either a lot of names, possibly just various telescopes visiting it. Yeah, that's what it looks like, just various telescopes looking at it. So it has multiple names or classifications. Okay, so let's check out the one from the Interstellar Storm 4180. You don't see that every day. Let's go ahead and check it out. It's not loading. Well, it's because you wrote RCS. There we go. Perhaps this will load. I got a question mark there. There we go. Managed to salvage that one. Oh, very close by. Very, very close by. Wow. What are the odds of that happening? That's two completely different users suggesting different things, and sure as hell the galaxies are next to each other. That's actually strikingly odd. So, a beautiful planet with a nice green grass layer, it looks like. Vibrant kind of cyan, cobalt, whatever ocean. Let's go ahead and zoom in here and make sure that's the actual color of it before I start making calls like that. Because the atmosphere does like to distort it. No, it's actually kind of a sea green. Oh yeah, it's kind of a greenish color. And that is why I checked. And very, very hilly. Look at all these hills. There's tons of them. Oh, and look at that. It's actually been hit by some craters too. The atmosphere is 66% of that of Earth, so not really much for meteors to actually burn up in, so they're more than likely, or more likely to crash into the planet rather than burn up in the atmosphere. And it looks like we have a lot of aurora layers. Looks like 5 of them. And let's just touch down right here and see what our life texture is for this planet. Again, that kind of grassy texture. Let's go to somewhere where you can see it better. Here we go. That's grass texture with a little bit of winded sand and some beautiful eroded hills. But I think the part he was talking about was over here in the night sky. So it looks like we have a proto-star system. Look, you can see the asteroids orbiting around the star, possibly colliding together and turning into planets. Very nice, but somewhere in the night sky here. Ah, yes, here it is. It looks like we are right next to a galactic collision. We're just a little ball of stars over there, orbiting right outside of this kind of massive galactic collision between two pretty significant sized spiral galaxies. Okay, so I have one more suggestion, which was from Carrie Selznick. And it's one that I don't really want to do, but I'll end the video just looking at it. And that would be J1407b. So let's go ahead and go over there. And if you guys are new to the channel and don't know what this is, or just new to space engine in general, is that. That is a gas giant with very, very big rings. I believe they span across 1 astronomical unit, so they're incredibly big. And this is what we think proto-systems look like. Either this is a proto-star system, or this is just what some gas giants look like when they start forming. And eventually all these kind of rings and dust orbiting around this gas giant will eventually condense into little moons. Something tells me this is probably something like a brown dwarf or a star if it's going to have like kind of large rings like this, but maybe, just maybe, it is a gas giant. But there it is. There is 1S WASP J1407b. I've visited this one many, many times in the series, but I've been asked to revisit it, so here it is. Anyways, again, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing, and we're on the road to the next 1,000. So, yeah, if you guys like the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. It really does help. And I will see you guys in the next one, where hopefully my throat will get better, because I probably sound terrible.